Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching SAMAA News. Here are today's headlines.
US President Donald Trump slams British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, calling the 99-year lease of the Diego Garcia Air Base in the Chagos Islands a big mistake. Trump argued the base could be vital for future military operations, including potential threats from Iran. The 2025 agreement transfers sovereignty of the islands to Mauritius, while retaining UK control over Diego Garcia. Britain says the deal ensures long-term security for the base and its allies. The United States plans to largely withdraw its remaining approximately 1,000 troops from Syria over the next few months, a White House official told the BBC. The move comes as the Syrian government assumes a larger role in combating terrorism, making a heavy US presence no longer required. The withdrawal coincides with a major US military buildup in the Middle East near Iran, including deployments of the USS Abraham Lincoln and USS Gerald R. Ford aircraft carriers. Officials say the US remains ready to respond to regional threats as needed. Bill Gates pulls out of India's AI Impact Summit hours before his keynote, citing a desire to keep focus on the event's priorities. His absence followed NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang's cancellation and comes amid scrutiny over Gates' past meetings with Jeffrey Epstein. The summit, billed as the first major AI forum in the Global South, has faced criticism for poor planning, traffic snarls, and a robot exhibit blunder. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, French President Emmanuel Macron, and tech leaders, including Sundar Pichai and Sam Altman, are still scheduled to speak. Canada has updated its express entry immigration system to prioritize skilled workers in research, healthcare, aviation, and certain military roles. The new categories include doctors, nurses, pilots, senior managers, transport sector workers, and foreign military recruits. The changes, announced Wednesday, aim to fill labor shortages in critical sectors while reducing dependence on the US, aligning with Prime Minister Mark Carney's broader defense and workforce strategy. Immigration Minister Lena Mettleg-Diab said the updates will attract talent that can contribute from day one to Canada's evolving economy.
Meanwhile, satellite images show Iran has reinforced and concealed facilities at several sensitive military and nuclear sites following last year's strikes. At the Parchin military complex near Tehran, analysts say a new structure has been covered with concrete and soil, obscuring it from aerial view. At the Isfahan nuclear complex, tunnel entrances appear to have been buried, while entrances near Natanz nuclear facility have been fortified as tensions between Tehran, Washington, and Israel continue. On the other hand, a Russian Navy corvette, the Stoiky, has arrived at Iran's port of Bandar Abbas. Moscow said Russian and Iranian naval forces coordinated to ensure the safety of civilian shipping. The visit comes ahead of joint naval drills in the Sea of Oman and the northern Indian Ocean later this week. Peace talks between Ukraine and Russia in Geneva have ended abruptly after just 2 hours of discussions. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy described the negotiations as difficult and accused Moscow of deliberately stalling efforts to reach a deal aimed at ending the 4-year-old war. The US mediated talks in Switzerland come as President Donald Trump has recently suggested that Kiev must take further steps to help ensure the success of the negotiations. Meanwhile, Russia's chief negotiator, Vladimir Medinsky, says US-mediated talks with Ukraine in Geneva were difficult but businesslike. He said a new round of talks would take place soon as efforts continue to broker a peace deal. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching SAMAA News.